Gemini Sun and Rising. Let's see what October has in store for you. So you actually have two highlighted chakras this month. You have here the third eye chakra with the psychic development card. And then for your other oracle card, you have another chakra card that came out, which was the sacral chakra. Also, since you got two chakra cards, I wanted to just include a little extra thing. So at the bottom of the deck of this one, you have the card of belief, which says the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. And the sacral chakra card says the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Also wanted to include the bottom of the card, the bottom of the deck of this card, which is also the sacral chakra. You have here the relationships card. So a lot of sacral chakra, but your highlighted chakra card came out to be the psychic development third eye chakra card. So let's see. For your first three tarot cards here, you have the Magician reversed, 10 of Pentacles, the Strength card, which is followed by the Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. And your last four cards here are the 10 of Swords reversed, 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, you have here the Queen of Cups. Okay, so let's see what October has in store for you, Gemini Sun and Rising. So old family or parent wounds coming to the surface to be dealt with, healed, and rejuvenated is a highlight for you in October. And there's also a sense of being determined to face very difficult emotions and to create your own values and perspective about your connection with your parents and or how you relate to those closest to you in general. You're wanting to experience something different than what you've experienced at home in your childhood. You're experiencing a life better than what you want to experience a life better than what your lineage has experienced. And you're recognizing that you're different than your parents and being different, and that you are different than your parents and you're being different now. I don't know why the fuck I wrote it like that. I hope that made sense to you. Especially when it comes to the relationship your parents had individually to their children and how that has affected your own views, actions, and experiences within your own relationships. You're healing and calling your power back. You're feeling your own personal feelings about your own experiences within your family and sharpening your intuition through this by noticing the difference between your own energy, feelings, and someone else's. You're doing what's necessary to not repeat a painful cycle that was never yours to begin with. You're noticing when you're holding on to a narrative that was passed to you through your parents. You're noticing blind spots you've inherited from your parents. That was like one of the main things that came up in the reading. And for some, this effort towards freedom may be triggered by your mother's own decision to finally free herself in some way. You're no longer second-guessing your value by not giving your power away, involving yourself too much in what does not belong to you. You're taking back your power where those in your lineage couldn't. You're also sensing out the truth purely off of intuition. You're sensing out the missing ingredient, the absent behavior in your childhood. Your childhood or family for a wealthy, joyful, and fulfilling life, okay? In last month's message, in September's message, we touched up on an anger that may have been a result of a father wound. We talked about transitioning from letting this anger plague your connections. This month, this is becoming much clearer. You're more capable of seeing these emotions for what they really are and where they truly stem from. Know that these things from your lineage aren't for you to fix, okay? Focus on being grateful that it showed you the way towards your own freedom, your own voice and power. So your family's perspective of you no longer is affecting you. That's for most of you. And you're being an example for the future generations. That is probably the most important thing that you should take from this reading. You're doing the needed inner work so that the generational wounds no longer affect your way of connecting and who you're becoming in every area of your life. You're cultivating inner peace so your life reflects it. You're cleaning up your image, who you've been to other people. You're making peace with that instead of letting your demons or generational wounds make excuses and resulting to pointing fingers. Seeing yourself in a truer and brighter light is very important this month. You're calming down constant and out of control negative racing thoughts. And your mental breakthrough, there's a mental breakthrough, a clearer mind and a clearer vision. And you're like lifting a significant weight off of your mind. You're doing the inner work, you're doing the inner work not just for a better life, but because you know you deserve to experience a greater love that is aligned with your true values. So again, even if like you've experienced something completely different and you haven't really had many examples of what it looks like for your own value of love to be presented to you in the outside world, you know, like you've never really had those sort of examples in that way, you're still like, this exists within me and I'm not gonna stop at anything to allow this to be crumbled down by any of the experiences I've been affected with in the past, in my family. Okay, so you're just keeping that focus and determination to be your true self, especially when it comes to your relationships and connections. So you're becoming more honest, you're character building, okay? You're accepting your lessons with grace. And you're intuitively seeing the truth the stagnant emotions had for you, and you're really allowing them to allow you to grow, and you're taking advantage of them in this way. Like there was an energy of taking advantage of the lessons and actually doing the work in a way that is completely changing your life and who you are. So you're making peace with what didn't work out in past relationships as well. And you're surrendering to the fact you cannot correct or fix the past. You can only focus on becoming a better version of yourself now. Amazing, beautiful, spectacular. Like, I am someone that has not had many examples as well, and it's hard to grow up questioning why the fuck are people like this to each other, and why the fuck does this problem exist. What, like, it can be extremely overwhelmingly confusing and painful to watch your loved ones not be able to love themselves in the way that you know is a lot easier and healthier and more loving. I feel like it's such a hard thing to deal with, and the fact that you are taking the responsibility for yourself to be different and to be a different person to others is spectacular. Okay, it's amazing. I love you so much for that, and I wish you the best and most smoothest and graceful healing and transition towards the newness that you are bringing into your life. And I hope that you are blessed with that love that you're trying to bring into your life and that you're trying to show to others. I love you so much. Thank you so much for doing the work to become a better person. We all need that. Okay, so may God bless you always. I love you so much. So much.